there guys, what's happening and welcome back to our channel. We've got some unfortunate news for you today. Our favorite star Lizzo and her company are being sued by her former dancers, and we hate to see it, but the allegations against her are shameful. She's being accused of fat shaming her dancers. Can you believe that? Now sit back and let's get into this. Lizzo is being scrutinized and sued by her former dancers Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez. All three of these ladies came together to file a lawsuit against Lizzo, Lizzo's company, and her dance captain Charlene Quigley. Their claims include being sexually, religiously, and racially harassed. And get this, one of the allegations is that Lizzo took her dancers to a live sex show in Amsterdam's red light district. They said Lizzo pressured her dancers to take turns touching some of the nude performers. They also alleged that she pressured them to catch toys thrown from the performers' private parts. She also encouraged them to eat bananas protruding from some of the performers' private parts. Ariana Davis didn't want to participate, but she says that Lizzo kept pressuring her to touch one of the nude performers, and she said no. It was said that Lizzo started chanting, and it grew louder and more demeaning. Ariana eventually did what Lizzo asked because she felt like her job was on the line. She claims that Lizzo was also asking her security to get up on stage and do things inappropriate. She says a lot of the dancers around Lizzo were appalled at her behavior. They felt she had little regard for them and that she should have asked them if they wanted to even go to a sex show. The dancers suing Lizzo also implied that Lizzo fat-shamed them. One of the dancers, Ariana Davis, said Lizzo pointed out that she was gaining weight and they would oftentimes ask questions about how committed she was to performing because they noticed that she put on a few pounds. The lawyer representing the dancers in the lawsuit said that Lizzo would privately weight shame her dancers and demean them in ways that are illegal and demoralizing. Well, now if this is true, then that's really sad and hurtful. Now let's think back. Lizzo is the same one crying on Instagram and cussing people out who shame her about her weight. Isn't she the one who said she felt like quitting because of being body shamed? She said that sometimes I feel like the world just doesn't love me back and a lot of people don't like me because of the way I look. I'm like, it's fatphobic, it's racist, and it's hurtful. I'm doing this for the big black women in the future who just want to live their lives without being scrutinized or being put into boxes. I wake up and we dance and we do cardio together. I go to the gym and I do strength training. I'm a vegan. I eat kale. I got stamina and energy. So why does my body have anything to do with what you're doing? So I do this for all the people like big black girls. Hell yeah. Big black girls with back fat bellies that hang long titties, fat arms all around. I got thighs that touch and rub and chafe and start fires. Lizzo goes on to say, I do this for all of us, but I also do this for people who are constantly getting criticized. Lizzo has always spoken against people who would talk about her weight. She was the heavy women's hero and proud of it. It's a complete slap in the face to the people who support her. There were also allegations about harassment from Lizzo's employees, and they would sometimes make racial and fatphobic comments. Some of the dancers complained that they weren't being paid fairly. This has always been an issue in the dance community. Now, we're not exactly sure if this will stand up in court. You know what you were offered and accepted in pay when you got hired. These women weren't well known before they were hired. Demanding a higher salary after the fact may be a stretch, but there were also complaints about Lizzo's dance captain pushing her religious beliefs on top of dancers Noel and Ariana. They alleged that the dance captain would make comments about virginity. They felt that the work environment was uncomfortable. They decided to sue because they no longer work with Lizzo. One of the dancers, named Crystal Williams, spoke up during a heated meeting that Lizzo had with her dancers. In this meeting, Lizzo accused her dancers of drinking, and Crystal stood up to Lizzo and told her that none of them were drinking. 5 days after that, Lizzo's tour manager fired Crystal. Crystal said that the manager told her that they fired her because of budget cuts. Crystal felt that that was a lie. She feels she was fired because she stood up to Lizzo. The other dancer, Noel Rodriguez, agreed and complained about the firing of Crystal and that she felt that Lizzo fired her as an intimidation tactic. Noel Rodriguez eventually quit herself. Another dancer, Ariana Davis, frightened of losing her job, soiled her pants because of the intense rehearsals. She was eventually fired because she took out her phone and recorded while Lizzo was having a meeting with her dancers. Lizzo was very enraged about this recording, and she and her dance captain berated Ariana. Well, in this case, can you really blame Lizzo for being upset? I can't remember the last time I was able to record my boss with my cell phone during a company meeting. I'm not really sure if Ariana thought that one out. A lot of these allegations are a complete contradiction of what Lizzo stands for. We really want to hear from Lizzo and to get her take on these allegations. Lizzo has been a strong supporter of black women, and especially women who are normally overlooked in society. But tearing down your team for the very same things that people attack you for isn't the right approach. Lizzo knows firsthand that this is hurtful and hypocritical. We hope to hear that this isn't true and that Lizzo shows us that she's authentic about what she stands for, not when it only concerns her. When 60 Minutes featured Lizzo years ago, she talked about overcoming odds and finally feeling accomplished. She met with her former high school teacher who would encourage and push her to reach her highest potential. She introduced us to her former childhood home and proved that she was just like us. Talented in all of her artistic ability, we just hope stardom really hasn't gone to her head. Hopefully, Lizzo can pull out of this and we can learn something about treating people how you want to be treated. Until next time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like the video if you haven't already. Comment and let us know what you think about all of this. Are these women just out to get paid? Or has Lizzo been playing with our emotions and really dislikes the fluffy girls? Tell us what you know, because we need our girl to get it together. See you next time, and bye for now.